Super Mario Maker, one of the best games released for the Wii U, will finally receive a well-deserved sequel for the Nintendo Switch in June of this year. And from what we've seen so far, there are tons of new things to look forward to. But here's the thing though, while I am super hyped for slopes, there are some power-ups that were not in the first game that really need to be in the sequel. Those power-ups are staples from the Mario series and would open new options for crazy levels. Hey, I'm Nico, and here's my top 10 power-ups that need to be added in Super Mario Maker 2. So, Mario is known to start off small and then turn big with a mushroom. But you know, the mini mushroom from the new Super Mario Bros. Series made him smaller. Super tiny in fact. So tiny that most enemies cannot be hurt by you anymore and you just literally bounce off them. You may wonder why I'd like to see a power-up like this in Mario Maker 2, right? Well, take a look at this challenge level from New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Yeah, in this challenge you're not allowed to touch the floor and you need to bounce from one enemy to another just to reach the top. And now, since this is Mario Maker we're talking about, we could make the floor spikes, we could add more enemies, more diverse things. It would definitely force you to make sure to never stop bouncing on those enemies. I don't know, I just like the idea of a level where you are powerless against enemies and you cannot touch the floor because if you do you die. Plus, this power-up allows you to walk on water. I think I rest my case, okay? Some of my favorite levels in Super Mario Maker involve you doing some precise wall jumps in the new Super Mario Bros. U style. The thing is, the main new power-up from this game, the Super ACORN, is not even available in Mario Maker. Don't get me wrong, I like the propeller suit from new Super Mario Bros. Wii, but the Super ACORN turns you into a flying squirrel that can cling onto walls and then get a boost in the air. I mean, can you imagine the possibilities that this would open in Mario Maker? Some really technical wall jump levels forcing you to use your squirrel jump in order to reach new areas. I mean, come on, even Nintendo believes in that power-up because they just re-released the new Super Mario Bros. U game on the Nintendo Switch. So, you know, what are we waiting for? You know what enemies annoy me the most in the original Super Mario Bros. Games? The Hammer Bros. You know, those unpredictable, annoying little pesky dudes. In Super Mario 3, however, we gotta give them a taste of their own medicine when we could wear the Hammer suit. But sadly, the suit was never brought back after that, and I'm wondering why. This suit could be used to create a level where you have to fight enemies, you know, in a gauntlet style, and where losing the suit would probably mean the end for you. Or what if we combine this with the clown cart to have some sort of air stage reminiscent of Super Mario Land where enemies come at you from the air and you know you have to attack them with projectiles and stuff? I don't know, I think this item could be great, and especially if it works with the new on-off switches we saw in the trailer, you know, forcing you to make really precise hammer throws to hit them and open up the way. That could be cool. While the original Super Mario Maker had the big funny mushroom that could be unlocked with the amiibo, I still would love to see the real Mega Mushroom. You know, the one from New Super Mario Bros. DS, the one that makes you super big, that makes you break everything, break pipes, break blocks. Can you imagine some sort of level that would force you to use it to break some of the blocks just in order to make it through as normal Mario once the timer runs out? Or, you know, I don't know, a challenge where you need to jump on some platforms while dodging some of the bricks, because if you break those, you just fall down to your doom and die. Considering the Mega Mushroom was there in Super Mario 3D World and this game is now part of Super Mario Maker 2, why not bring it to the mix? I say we should also keep the big funny mushroom too from the first one, cause you know, that one's still lit. The main thing that surprised me in that Super Mario Maker 2 trailer was the addition of a Super Mario 3D World theme. I wasn't expecting that at all, to be honest, and I'm sure no one was actually expecting that. And while we have seen the cat suit in action, there are more power-ups from that game series that deserve to be on the list. And right here I'm talking about the Double Cherry. this power-up creates clones of yourself, and in the original game you often have to make sure to keep them alive to unlock special paths to get the green stars. But I mean, imagine this kind of scenario in a 2D space. Like, hear me out. You have two paths, okay? You collect the double cherry, and then one of the Mario goes up and the other goes down. And then you have to guide two Marios at the same time in order to get them to the very end alive just to complete the level. This would mean you have to focus on two things at once. That would be great. And I mean, Captain Toad Treasure Tracker kinda did a similar thing, and it was kind of epic. So the first Super Mario Maker game had the fire flower, but it didn't have the ice flower, and that triggered me. But you know what? I'm going to accept the fact that we might not have the ice flower in Super Mario Maker 2. The penguin suit, on the other hand, needs to be there. Think about it. While it does allow you to shoot ice balls, rendering the ice flower completely useless, the penguin suit also allows you to slide on ice super fast and to swim underwater like a mermaid. Or like a penguin, for that matter. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that the penguin suit opens up so many opportunities for level creation. You know, levels where you need to freeze enemies in order to keep moving on, or a level where you have to race a bullet bill to the end by sliding super fast as a penguin. I don't know, man, I'm just throwing out ideas out here. I think this suit needs to be there. Another power-up from 3D World I'd like to see is the Boomerang suit. We already have Hammer Bros in Mario Maker 1, so you know, let's have Boomerang Bros in Mario Maker 2. And now since we are gonna have Boomerang Bros, let's have the Boomerang suit from Mario 3D World. Easy peasy. Imagine if you could use those boomerangs to hit switches from afar. I mean, we now have on and off switches according to the trailer, but imagine if we needed to make some really precise boomerang shots to activate them, or else we'd fall down in the lava or something. This could also be used with those blocks from 3D World that expand as you hit them in order to create new paths for you to explore. That could be cool, right? So this next power-up is pretty dumb, but I still think it should be added in Mario Maker 2. It's the P-Balloon from Super Mario World. Basically, when you grab that, you turn into a floating balloon, and while it was really underused in the original Super Mario World, just imagine a vertical level where you have to float in between spikes, strafing left and right to make your way to the top. I mean, this could be cool, it could be pretty interesting, and it could make for some very difficult stages too. Cause I mean, everybody remembers the level called Tubular from Super Mario World. It was insanely difficult, it was involving the P-Balloon and you dodging projectiles and attacks as Balloon Mario, and considering lots of people love difficult levels in Mario Maker, this would definitely be a must if you want to have some really terrible levels, okay? It would be terrible. But terribly good, you know what I'm saying? The original New Super Mario Bros. Game featured a power-up that never came back after, and it's the blue Koopa shell. I do believe that, as annoying as this power-up was, it should be brought back for Super Mario Maker 2. What does it do? Well, it is a shell that you have on your back, and when you're running, you get inside of the shell, and then you cannot really control where you're going, and you're bouncing on every walls and blocks. Now, this may sound impractical, and it is, but hear me out. What if we had a level where you had to do some very precise jumps with the Koopa shell at a fast pace, only to hit a block near the end and be forced to do the entire level backwards, to then bounce back to the beginning and make it through the second time, and now you could make it through the hole you first destroyed. Think about it, that would actually be pretty difficult and kinda cool. I just think this power-up deserves another chance to shine under the spotlight, and it's long overdue. So obviously, the number one item needed in Super Mario Maker 2 is none other than the brand new Super Crown that transforms you into the beautiful Peachette. This power-up is so original, so great, and no, okay, I'm kidding, it's the frog suit from Mario 3. I need the frog suit. I know there was a way of having a frog suit costume back in the first Mario Maker, but I want the real deal this time. This suit comes with the ability to jump higher, and considering jumping is what Mario does best, imagine all of the precise levels you can make with that suit. And that's not all. With the frog suit equipped, Mario swims like a professional underwater. So having this suit in combination with the new water mechanic we saw in the trailer, where you can actually have water in a non-water stage, could definitely create some fun scenarios. Plus, everybody knows water levels are not the most interesting things ever in Mario games, but imagine a water level where you actually get to swim correctly like a pro. This would finally make for an interesting water level. So bring the frog suit. Thanks a lot for watching this top 10, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe, hit the bell, and smash the like button to show me you enjoyed it. And if you want to see more top 10s and videos like this one, tap the cards on screen right now. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one.